Hello, 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 everybody. Finally able to go live. Yo, listen, this is my first time going live with y'all, full in effect. I'm prepping orders right now. I have a few orders that needs to be out in the morning before they serve their dinner. But back it up a little bit, reverse a little bit, just to let y'all know who I am, what I'm about. My name is Kenyatta. I go by K. My small business, which is food, I cater. I'm an entrepreneur, it's called K's Cuisine, K's Catering, whatever you want to put that after K's. But I am live tonight, and this is my first live. So we're not making Charles. Shout out to Joe Netta and Charles, but we're not going to get into that right now. Happy holidays, y'all. Hope everybody's doing good, well and able, alive, all that good stuff. I cater food, just to give you guys a little bit of update about me. I started out talking about my fibroids, but I never got finished with that. Hold on, let me turn this shit down. I'm not sure how these lives work, y'all. I could possibly get banned from going live. This is my first serious live, you guys. Hey YouTube. First of all, hi you guys. How are you? It's the holidays. You know, at first I wasn't into these fucking holidays, but now I'm out of that damper Dan ass mood. And I'm trying to get involved with a lot of things. But what I was trying to say to you guys five minutes ago, that entrepreneurship, I cater food, I work, I take care of people that can't take care of themselves. I am newlywed. It's a lot of things all in one big old circle. So what I will do for beginners is start a question and a Q&A, because I've been here before. I just never finished and continued because I was shy. I was scared. I thought people were going to judge me. But I don't care about that now. All I'm here to do right now is to say, hi, my name is who I am. That's K's Cuisine, K's Catering, whatever. But you guys can call me K. Okay? K is me, which is the first letter of my first name. And then the catering and all that other good stuff is what I do. But that's not all I do. There's just a little slight little introduction. You figure deal me. But let me just start off a little bit slow, because, hey, LCD, ADHD, and all them other things, I might just be a part of the gang. But forget all that. We not doing that right now. We just, hey guys, how you guys? How are you guys? That was crazy. I don't even know what that the first word was. But listen, I've been putting out videos and shorts and this and that and all that stuff. But if nobody is familiar with me, that's okay, because I'm really a nobody on YouTube. What I do is food. My content is all about food. Sometimes here and there, you might get a few little whatever, little shingading. But today or tonight, what I'm doing is I just got back in the house. I was making an order today. I got a few orders to push out in the morning for Thanksgiving. Like I was saying before, as you see, my title is K's Cuisine. That's who I am. I cater food. That's what I do. I'm a wife. I'm a sister. I'm an aunt. And I work. I take care of disabled people, people with brain injuries, long-term disabilities, such in that area. My passion is food. I don't know the YouTube streets like that. But I'm trying. And for me to try, I got to be active. So I've been a part of this here YouTube situation for a good little minute now. I am just now being able to go live and not be camera shy. So y'all just, what do you want? What is going on with this? All right, so I just got back home. Maybe the dog needs to go out. Let's take the dog outside, you guys, and then we can finish what I'm saying. Come on, let's go. As you can see, I have a few orders that I got to push out. This order is for someone. This person here is a very dear special customer. She's a new customer. Some of this is hers. I got stuff, food, and things like that. Let's go. I'm going to take my dog out, you guys. And I'm going to turn the music back on. Is anybody watching? Can anybody comment and let me know if I'm able to play the music in the background or not? Because I was really trying to listen to the music, but I thought that it would be a good idea. I thought that it would be a good idea for me to go live so I could try to build some type of audience. So right now I'm gonna take the dog outside. I have a Shih Tzu. He's 3 years old. Come, Rock. But it's nighttime. I want to take him out because I just got back home. I was in the house. I was outside for about 4 hours. Mind you, I have orders that I got to take care of. So I'm back at home. And my dog got to use the bathroom. And I'm a little tipsy. I feel a little, I feel good right now. Shout out to everybody who have their parents here on earth with them. And they're good parents, and they treat them like they are parents, and they treat you all like you're their kids. If you still got your parents out here on this planet and this earth living time with you guys should be way more grateful and merciful to have your family and your parents on earth with you right now, especially at this time of year. But I know it's dark, you guys. I'm outside. It's dark. I'm outside. This is my first time going live. I'm nervous. I'm just like nervous but anxious, and I'm fucking hungry, if that makes any sense. And I'm not sure if I could say that word, but Facebook, forgive me. Or not even Facebook, YouTube, see? Because I be on Facebook, y'all. I forgot I was on YouTube. Sorry about that, YouTube. Anything that takes place on this channel, this live, it's all for entertainment purposes only. You understand? No bullying, none of that stuff that go against the guidelines is what we're going to be doing on here. I expect for everybody that's tuning in and that will be ready to tune in with me will be respectful. I'm outside. I just see one person just joined. I was just saying to the other person that I'm outside. I got my dog out using the restroom. Just got home, trying to let him use the bathroom. But I was also saying that I'm here on this live. When I start going live, I like everyone to be respectful. I do not want any hateful, anything that's on the negative end of things. I don't want it. It's not welcome here. Everything else that I do, because I want to be this content creator where I create a certain type of content which is not violent. It's all about learning and, life, real stuff like that. But I was telling everyone else that who wasn't on here when I just got on that I was just coming outside. I just got home bringing my dog out. If you're not familiar with each in my link and hit the subscription, like and subscribe, share and comment. I'm getting out of my comfort zone to get on here going live. I've been a member of YouTube for a while now. Come. I've been on YouTube for a good little minute now, you guys. I started off on YouTube trying to talk about my fibroids. But because I do food, I cater, I was like, you know what? I don't really want people in my business like that. So I want to talk about something else. But what I've learned in the process of doing things that you want to do instead of doing things that God put in your path to do, that you don't realize that God did certain things that will obviously get you to somewhere else, but neither here or there. Long story short, we will go back. We will back up from, I have a page that I forgot all the information. And then I just didn't go live on that page no more. But tonight is my first time going live on this page. So I just want to say welcome to whoever's watching. Thank you for watching and spending time right here for these 11 minutes, 37 seconds. But if you want to be here, I got a lot of things to talk about, a lot of things to do, but I just really want to get this introduction out. My name is Kay. That's what I go by. My business is Kay's Cuisine Catering, okay? I am a newlywed. I am a sister. I am a daughter. I'm a cousin and all the other stuff that come before and after being a cousin. So we could get to that a little bit later too. But for the most important thing is I'm just now able to be big enough to go live with you guys. And what I do want is love, honor, respect. I don't want any negativity on this page. I'm not here for negativity. I'm here for my what can I call this? It would be therapeutic for me to be opening up to YouTube live, okay? Because the same thing that I could do right here, I could just be to myself or speak to my whoever I talk to about certain things that I don't want to talk to about with anybody else. So yeah, when I first got on here, I started out talking about me having fibroids. There was this whole introduction, you guys, about me gonna have this conversation about fibroids. And I think that if I'm gonna be coming live and I'm gonna be bold enough to handle the live video, which I'm getting comfortable as much as I'm talking to you all, whoever is listening right now, that I want to start from the beginning, so because I want you guys to know me, and to know me is to understand me. To understand me is to like me, and to like me is to get to loving me, and that's really all it is about. Now, that's all I'm gonna say about that. But since I came on here and my first video was about the fibroid situation, I'm going to try to start with that now. That's the reason why I wanted to start a YouTube channel, is because I wanted to advocate to the women that had problems with fibroids when they didn't know they had fibroids, or to educate women about fibroids that did not know what fibroids was about. So that's neither here or there. And because we're here now, I'm going ahead and open up about the fibroids. So, and I'm going to go back as far as I can remember, because fibroids can affect things. It will affect things. Some things it may not ever affect. But what I will say is, knowing that that was my problem, and going to the doctor, having physical exams and being checked for certain things, this and that and the third, it was never on the list. But at some point, I started having a lump in my left breast area, okay? And when the lump was coming, I used to look over the lump that came with a little pain. And because I'm a African American black woman, a lot of African American people in general, we all have this thing where how we feel about, I can't say we all, but me personally, knowing from the backhand of things, like I've had family members that was doing perfectly okay. They end up going into the hospital about some little mild illness, and they find all these other things. Just know that the doctors, because they are the doctors, they, some of them know what they know, but every all the doctors really don't know. Some of the stuff, to me, from how I imagine and see things from my perspective, is it's all an examination. So if you get sick enough to where you can't take care of yourself and you don't know what's going on, that's a time where you should go to the doctor. But just making it a thing to go to the doctor all the time, if you don't know your status, go to the doctor. If you sick and you don't know what's wrong, go to the doctor. If there are some changes in your daily movements, activities, and everything else, go to the doctor. But if you've been doing the right thing and there's no reason to, you got to go to the doctor, don't put yourself in that position, because once you go to the doctor, and I'm not knocking anything about the doctoring or anybody that's a doctor or a nurse, but what I will say is, because I went to medical assistant school before, training, I also did training for CNA, and I seen a lot of stuff while I was working as a CNA or RCA, whatever you may want to call it. And I just see what I see. So back to wanting to be a nurse and this and that and the third. A lot of people go to school and waste, I won't say waste because I don't want to disrespect nobody, but they go to school going in for the things that they believe why they going. When they get there, it's nothing that is wrapped up to be. Okay, let's start there. You got a lot of nurses that intended to be nurses and have a desire and a passion to be nurses. But there are a lot of people that also join the nurse field for the money. And when you got two different people playing on two different sides of why they in the nurse field or industry or whatever the case is, there's always going to be a battle. And me being, because I went to CNA school for the training for 3 months, and because I had nothing against Haitian, Jamaican, nobody, I'm not racist. I got there's a lot of things in a racist aspect, and a lot of people that's the same color as me or the opposite color as me. I've been through a lot of experiences. Let me just say that. Because I don't want to say what I can't say. I don't want to offend nobody. But what I am going to say is I believe that there's all different types of people and persons in this world. And when you come in contact with somebody that the energy is where it's at and stuff like that, just you cannot make that situation any better. You need to just let that situation be what it is and just move forward, because once you get a confirmation and somebody show you who they are and it's not a nice who they are, it's a nasty who they are, just go ahead on and believe that and receive it and just keep it moving. But I'm gonna tell you how much hate is, how much people can have the certain amount of hate towards people that they really never even know. They will gain that much hate against people that they don't know, and all these things, because they see a light. Number one, they see the light, they know that they don't have the power to take the light, so they do things to dim the light. And when they can't dim the light, the hate go to another level. And with that being said, there are people that one side of the group of the people is going to split the group up to two. This side may like you, that side may hate you. And you know what the common ground is? They all hate you and like you for the same reason, because of who you are. So when you good to people and people do you wrong, don't stop being who you are. Okay? keep moving with who you are, but always be mindful. Always pay attention to those people and never let your guard down with those people, because them same very people that's building this type of energy for you because of what's happening in your life at the time that it's happening, and they feel like it's supposed to be happening for them at the time that it's supposed to be happening for them, they will develop hate from you. So I'm only here tonight live is because lately I've been in a damper Dan moment. I don't have my mother existing on this earth, neither do I have my father on this earth. I am a newlywed young lady. I've been with my husband for 8 years. We've been married for 1 year. Okay, I come from a very, very big family. My dad has a nice sized family, but there's a difference between my mom's side and my dad's side. But what I do know is my side that I came up with, that I'm used to, that I know, really in the end of the day, we all loving individuals. Nobody's perfect. So again, I'm going to rewind. I wanted to go live because really all my life, I've been doing things that will help me or anyone in my circle. But back up. I'm going to back up. I'm going to start from when I first moved to where I'm at. And you guys are just now about to get to know who I am and what's going on with me, so that I can continue to go live and you guys can be more comfortable with me and I can start gaining the crowd. Because at one point, I didn't want to work for nobody else, but I cater food. I have my own, side kick situation. I live in the state of Pennsylvania. If you all can go and like and subscribe to the channel, I know it's only one person that like it. If you on the outside window shopping or licking the window, please just go ahead and give me a little support, because I am taking a big step to come out and introduce who I am and what's going on, because I see everybody else, getting a few extra other dollars. I'm a hustler. I work. I'm a lot of things under one thing. So, like I was saying, newlywed, been married for 1 year, building in my relationship with my husband. I am a veteran's wife. It's called an army wife, a trophy wife too. Some people like to say that, but I don't look at none of that. I'm married. My husband and I is 17 years apart. Okay? He works on one end of, what do you call that? When the pandemic was going on and they wanted to recognize the people on the front end, workers and all this and that. Anyways, he went through the army. He's 13 years army veteran, 30 years on his job at the police station, township, whatever. We are residents of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I am from Mobile, Alabama. My first thing when I first wanted to get on here and talk about things and create some kind of content was me being an advocate for fibroids. Now, I suffer from fibroids. How I found out I had fibroids, didn't even know I was pregnant. I was in the early area of my pregnancy, and I had a miscarriage where I bled out. And the only way I knew that I was pregnant is because I went to the doctor, and I just never thought that I could even be pregnant. I already had in my head that I couldn't have kids for some reason. I don't know. Don't ask me right now. I don't know. I don't have kids now, but just giving you a rundown of what's up with me and how I get here and how I wanted to advocate, what made me want to start doing YouTube. I found out that I was had fibroids. So me finding out that I had fibroids, it was like a whole little situation. And in the process of me finding out that I lost blood for like 3 months. And eventually they ran all these tests on me and they found out what was wrong. It turned out to be fibroids. So when I found out I had the fibroids, that was time to make a change on my food and my digestion with everything, whatever, whatever. But I wanted to come on here at that time in my life and really just start this channel on that. But I got so distracted. There was so many things that was happening, so many things going on, and I was like, I don't even know if I have the energy for this fucking YouTube stuff and stuff like that. But I put content out often. My main thing is catering and cooking. I am a newlywed wife. There's no kids. I got a doggy. Rocco, come and say hi to the people. Say hi, Rocky Rock. Say hi. Say hi, stinky butt. Anyways, he's a spoiled little baby. He acts like he's like 6 months old. But we're not going to get on that right now. I really was just trying to give a real quick dry run of introduction. And now that I've turned the live on, I'm here. I want to try to go live, you guys. I need you guys to support me. What I do, I cater food, okay? I live in the state of Pennsylvania. I am from Mobile, Alabama. That's where a lot of everything started from. But even though I'm from Mobile, Alabama, I've been to many, many places in my life. That was just me coming here was my last stop. I'm going to tell y'all that right now. Me getting here was me praying to God, like, God, please, the next place area you get me, please let me just be by myself where I don't have to depend on nobody but you. And God granted me that. Since I've been here, before I moved here, let's just start here. I've been a hustler. If nothing else will ever work in life, I'm gonna hustle my way out of a situation. Let's just start there. And with that being said, is like I started from somewhere in life, and I didn't have to finish where I started. And even before here, I've been here for 10 years. I didn't stop then to be here for the 10 years. I've been a lot of places in my life. I met a lot of people in my life. There's stories on top of stories that I have coming soon if I'm going to be serious about this YouTube situation. So there's a lot to talk about, just like there's a book I need to write. But what I'm going to do with you guys is try to, get acquainted with everybody, get acquainted with the YouTube live streams and things like that. I'm going to just slow roll my situation because I've asked people to help me and show me how to rock this stuff. But because it's not to be told, the game is to be sold. And some people really still have that type of mentality, even though they got a messed up mentality about a lot of stuff. I am an 80s baby. Let's start there. I was born in 1983. So all this stuff that's going on with the group and the ages and the people that we are in the same lifestyle with, listen, if y'all want to cancel the Gen X, don't cancel me, okay? I will be 42 years old in 1 month. However, please do not count me. Get to know me. And getting to know me is to know me. And to know me is to understand me. To understand me is to feel me. So when you feel me and understand me and all them other things, it'll never be a problem because I'm really not that hard to please, get to know, respect, or deal with. All of those things that I just said, I have a big problem with it if I can't get it. So you may get ignorant, like me ignoring a situation or me not addressing something or speaking on something, because when I meet you the same way you meet me and I give you whatever energy or the person who I am, the same way I do that, giving it to you, when you give it back to me, or if I gave it to you in that messed up area and stuff, if I'm smart enough, I got to understand that I'm dealing with somebody that can see, hear, understand, talk, listen, respond, all those good things that we as human beings can do when we're amongst two or more people in the room with yourself. And there's business or understanding has to be made. So let's start right there. But I've always been the type of person that I will definitely give you the same energy and respect that you've given me. If you didn't have, if you never gave me a reason to be disrespectful to you, I'll never be disrespectful to you. If I never gave you a reason to be, with me, it will never happen because that's the fuel I run on. You can be somebody that I never met. I am a chosen one. I like to call myself a chosen one. I don't care what nobody else feel about people in the chosen one title. But I know where I've been, what I've been through. I know the things God showed me and told me, and family, friends, or associates, or whoever anybody wanted to ever be. I've already been through that. I will be 43 years old on January the 19th. And because I'm going to be 43 doesn't mean that I'm making myself bigger and better than the next person. But God, for number one, has blessed me to get to that age. And now that I'm there with everything that I've been through, not knowing the top to the bottom or from front to back, or right from wrong, just because when I started out young, I started out doing things what I saw people doing. At some point when I was young, that's what I picked up on. But I was raised and taught to know right from wrong. And you see, as kids, as a parent, as a whoever you are that's older than that kid, you could tell the kids all that you already knew. You can let them know what's up straight out, flat out, verbatimly. But I don't understand why people turn their back on their kids and just whatever with the kid. Because it's not about who taught them and how they was taught. I don't give a damn if you drop your kid off in the zoo and the gorilla or whoever that was elderly in that damn zoo, like Tarzan's story. That stuff is real. What I want to say is it doesn't matter your age and what you is and where you come from. It's all about this right here, communication and understanding. I could have been through a lot of stuff. I've been through a lot of stuff. But the stuff that I've been through, it didn't turn me out to be a bad person. I'm still able to have the strength, my mind, my health, good health. I am getting good health. I thank God. But my mind is here. But sometimes, sometimes you forget things. Sometimes you're doing a lot of things you don't remember certain stuff. But at the end of the day, I give thanks to God because I'm still here on this earth with what I know that's a hinder to the world with everybody else that's in the world. So many things is going on, you really never know. So that's a real big thing. I thank God that I'm able to be here to make this video. I thank God that there were a couple people that was in here and they liked the video. I thank God for giving me the strength. I thank God for humbling me and thinking that and allowing me to know that, hey, you're not too big to go on that live and try to spread love, peace, and prosperity and stuff like that. And that's all I've been talking about. But I be on this YouTube all the time and I don't, like I always say what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it and stuff, y'all. but I don't never do it. And sometimes I be disappointed in myself because I know I got a word and I got a reason to be on here, and I'm not using the gift that God gave me. And the reason why I know that I'm not doing that is because it's been a few nights lately that I was told a long time ago, when you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, you know, you need to start praying. And me and my husband, we've been together for 8 years, but we've been married for 1 year. But in our first few years and stuff like that, we wasn't going. I was going to church. I can't. I shame the devil and tell the truth. I was in church for a while, just trying to create something, right? And I was doing something that I thought that my husband would also be a prayer. At the time, he wasn't my husband, but I was doing things to set us up for now, pretty much. And back then, it wasn't the time. He wasn't ready, and I didn't want to make it seem like it was a force. But when I would get out of church, my husband would be down the street at the bar waiting on me to get out the church to come and have a drink and stuff. And then at some point, I got really upset and tired about it, like really pissed off about it. And I exploded. We had the understanding for that. But now, for the year that me and my husband been married, he goes to church with me now. We are involved with church. We go to church. We pay tithes. I grew up in church, and so did he. But we are 17 years difference. And I will be 42 my birthday in like a month. And my husband is older than me. But y'all, I'ma just tell y'all, I got so much to say. I'm so happy that I was able to build my nerves and courage up to come live tonight, because it's been a struggle. And I see a lot of people that's here that's open enough, willing and able to do and go however far they need to redeem themselves or to do what God told them to do, because the social media don't always have to be used for a negative light. We have very much so power enough to where we can shed so much love, life, ownership, respect, financial, everything. And it's just crazy because at these days and times, other than unlike when I grew up, it used to be, oh well, go down the street and tell Auntie Kathy to, you know, nowadays your own family can't hold you down. Your own family won't have your back. Your own family won't spot you for something that they know you get a residual income on a certain time every day or every month, every year. And you could just something simple as asking your family members to spot you in that moment, knowing they know you have, like, this is a bad time to be alive. I'm grateful, but I'm going to say that, and I'm also going to say I'm very, 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 very much grateful that I am not raising my own flesh and blood in this type of world. I think I've already would have lost my mind. Okay. I got a lot of stories, a lot of conversations, a lot of this and that to speak with you all about YouTube. But that's just on a different day for a better day and a better time. A later date, a later time, but very good. And I'll be respectful as much as possible. I'm not hurt and broken. I'm not lost and lonely. I'm not lonely and out there or anything in those natures. I am settled, very much settled now. And my husband, when I first met my husband, when I moved here, first of all, I asked God to remove me from where I was at. Okay. And I am born and raised from Mobile, Alabama. And between me being born and raised in Mobile, Alabama, I grew up Mobile, Cincinnati, and California. These are the three places from me being birthed in the world in Alabama to moved out of the state to Ohio, to California, to Alabama, back to California. Throughout all of those from 1 to 9, or from 1 to 11, under my mother's care, I lived in and out of California and different areas of the states. So once I became older enough and I started, having sex and things like that, I can remember my first loved the guy that I thought that because I was young and dumb, I thought that it was gonna be my boyfriend for a long time. And I was like 14 and a half or something going on 15. And I wanted to be so hot in my behind, right? There was this little dirty blue whatever. I liked them. I don't know what I liked. I don't know. It was all intimidation and peer from the groups. Everybody want to be young. Everybody want to be grown. Everybody, when you do certain stuff, that means you certain grown. Back in my time, I'm an 80s baby. So, long story short, I ended up at some 16 and a half years getting the whole little she-wop thing happening and stuff. Come to find out that the component was already older than me. I had no business doing what I was doing, but because I was being hot in there behind and I wanted to hang out and stuff like that, I went through that experience. But what's crazy is after that went on and I was rejected for a long time, but when nobody was around, the guy, and we, of course, got together. That's the story on why that was happening is going to be for another day, a later time, and a different whatever. Because this is deep. And I feel like me starting right here with this from saying the beginning to the end, oh, not the end, from beginning until now of what I have going on, who I am in my life, whatever is going on, it will make perfectly good sense for my next video to finish this off, but I'm kind of giving you guys a first hand. And if you see this video and you know me and I've given you this channel to personally join, thank you. And thanks for your likes, but please don't forget to subscribe. Please don't forget to like, comment, and share because this here, I've been dreading on getting on here and speaking about things in my life and in my world, whatever, since 2019. My husband is 17 years older than me. We got an age gap. So a lot of things he see how he see. I see a lot of things I see how I see too. But we're not going to focus on that because I do work. I take care of individuals that had brain injuries and it's some kind of way it's some kind of way had them to be affected for long term, right? If that makes any sense. I hope I said that in a way that you all can understand it. But where I work at is called DVRC, long-term brain injury rehabilitation. I used to work there 4 years ago. I just came back about 8 months ago, and I like it. It's the same thing it was then than it is now. The only other thing is difference is I never communicated with anybody back then. And when I stopped working there, it was only for temporarily because I had to do a surgery. I had a exam here and there was a lump there and I wasn't comfortable with the lump. So I was bugging the doctor and I was telling the doctor that I wanted the lump to be removed. So eventually that's what happened. I got the lump removed and stuff in that nature. And that was that. But I was working at the job that I was just speaking about, that I am now present at. I was working with them 4 years ago, but because I had to go out and have surgery and I stayed out a little longer than I guess they expected me, this color of me, but like a Jamaican type of thing. And I've been picking up on a lot of treatment that I get from African and Jamaican, and I've gotten pretty much the same treatment. I can't say all and everybody because the person that put me on this job 4 years ago was a Jamaican woman, and we were like this. We were as good as we were through working together. So I want to say I'm not a racist. I hate racists, and I can get racist when a person of whoever color sort, because the word Nigger does not always mean my color. It's a way of living, it's a way of habit, it's a way of attitude, it's a way of actions, it's a way of a lot of things. So that word can be used only in my world two different ways. And the first way is me being my color or another color and just acting stupid, which means ER, other than someone that's subsequently or decides and desires that, oh, I'm going to say ER to you, not you, but somebody who I don't think you know, I'm going to call them an ER. And then when I'm around you, I'm going to act like I never said an ER, but I might say a GA. But even if I'm not comfortable with saying GA, if I say it and I don't get checked, I'm going to continue to use it. So with that only situation, you have to make a person respect you. And if a person cannot respect you, then you got to stop dealing with them. And you should not have to make anybody do anything. But if it come down to you taking, gaining, and earning respect, it's either one way or another. And because people don't get it, and the ones that usually don't get it is because they are the ones that was silver spoon carried and stuff like that. If you ain't never been taught the right thing, what the hell makes somebody think that they can teach the next person the right thing? For instance, if I grew up and my mother grew up going to college and working and raising two kids, and my grandmother, let me back up a little bit more. If my mother was of my age when she was a young girl, and I ain't gonna say my age, I'm gonna say 15, 16, and my grandmother was 24, 23. And my grandfather was a Rolling Stone, and he was freaking all over the world. He had half the same kids that my grandma had with other women all over the world. So he got the leeway to go out there and do certain things and stuff like that. But my grandma at the house got to make sure everything done and situated at the crib and stuff like that. So only thing she was able to teach her girls, because I'm convinced that my grandfather showed my uncles and them and my big brother who got killed, which is my cousin, but that's my brother because I was almost adopted by my aunt. I wasn't adopted because of paperwork, but that was my bonus in the family of the family. So back to the subject, I kind of forgot what I was saying, but anyways, back then, things were the way they was. But when you give option to certain things and you asking a person this and that, you more reluctant to get an answer with somebody asking you something other than them assuming something. But you can do the same thing in front of people every day. And you could talk about the same thing every day. And you could tell them the same thing every day. But when stuff is in rolling in progress and rolling on, it's like unplanned, unprofessional, unpacked, not knowing out of the blue, this and that and the third. But so, you guys, listen, all I'm here to do is try to open up a little bit more, not keep my thoughts in my head, because I'm not your typical person. I work on my new self, and I'm newlywed. I am a first-time wife. My husband, he has two kids, and he's a first-time husband. Of course, his kids is grown, but I'm older than the both of them. That makes me feel wonderful that, I prayed to God, and I prayed to God. My husband description, I prayed out everything about him in his description. I prayed about, when I asked God and I was specific about what I wanted with my husband, and this was like 15 years ago. Me and my husband, we've been together for 8 years. We've been married for 1. Okay, I asked God in my letter that I wrote to him because at one point in my life I was going to church and stuff, and I had started finding, like, trying to figure out what was the purpose of going to church if you just gonna still going through stuff. And so what God said to me is, and after he said it, he said, you got to be serious, you got to be real, and you got to be ready. But then also to top that off, it was a message saying that, excuse me, y'all, my mouth dry. When you asking God for a blessing and stuff like that, you have to be very, very specific. So about 15 years ago, even though I was out in the streets, well, I can't say that because I've been here for 10 years. I've been with my husband for 8 years. We've been married for 1 year. So you do the math. Altogether, we was together for 8 years. We've been married for one, and this one that we've been married for is one, but out of the 8, we are going on into our 9th year of being married. And I'm going to tell y'all something. When I moved here, I asked God to release me, my spirits, and my strongholds, and everybody, whatever that was connecting me and keeping me down south. I'm from Mobile, Alabama. I am a Mobilian. I am an Alabamian. I'm a Roll Tide fan. I'm a Blunt TC Maddie. Listen, VCF Viger, Blunt High School, Murphy, Dauphin Island Parkway, Maryville Elementary, like all these things down south. That's where I'm from. I'm born and raised down south, but I've always left home and lived out of town. And I always felt like I had a lot of hatred towards me because I really was one of the first from my family, the cousins I grew up with. I'm not saying my cousins was the people that was hating on me, but I'm saying my life started early, y'all. And I got a lot of stuff early. So I'm so grateful and thankful that because God was able to allow me to receive early blessings with this lifestyle and the people and the stuff that's happening right now in this world. Come on, somebody. Let me go and preach. Let me testify right quick. Now, y'all don't judge me. I'm not going to judge you. I don't really care if you're going to judge me, because if you judge me, you got to deal with him. And I believe that everyone that's a chosen one, or everyone that's just one, God don't play about none of us. And if we represent him and going to the haywire with him, he gonna do the same thing for us. And anybody that's coming behind us when we got pure intentions, count your days. But I don't wish no bad on nobody. But back to this thing this is my introduction for y'all. Y'all, listen. At some point in my life, I done a lot of things in my life. And if you don't know me, it'll take you to know me and the things I've been through. And the reason why I would take a route that I'm taking now, and just the change. And everybody that done some of the same thing for over and over and over again in their life, yo, you got to switch it up. If you never switch up nothing that you've done for the day you fucking freaking jumped off the porch, then I don't know how much of the world that you need to see for you to believe and understand that this world ain't nothing to play with, and neither are the people in the world. Because right now today, we got different people in the world. We don't have the same kind of human beings that we had in the world. I'm an 80s baby. I was born in 83. So in the world that I was growing up in, we don't have the same type of people that we had in the time that I was growing up, which is what I remember. Good things, good old fashioned, thoroughbred, loving, ownership. Oh my God. The 80s was the best freaking time to grow up. If you wasn't born in the 80s, I'm not knocking anything, but I can remember a lot of things in the 80s. My mother had me and my brother in this, like those little body suits, the igloo snow suits. Yo, I had these. Listen. Shout out to everybody that's in here, the one person that's here, the one person that likes it. I'm trying to get my channel to grow, and I'm also stepping out of my shell, trying to get used to everything and everybody and things that could come before me. But what I was gonna say is, y'all, happy holidays. I'm just running my mouth. One of these days, I want to get a Q&A. If you don't know me by now, I push a lot of content out with food. The little food that I push out, I really be doing way bigger than what I push out. But I feel like because it's me, I got two hands. And because I'm such a people pleaser, I be really focused on the right now at the moment type of thing other than other stuff. But not too much. I'm not trying to flood and fled nothing out. I'm really just trying to get used to everything, you guys, because you definitely gonna start seeing me a little bit more because I've been trying to make my way over here for a long time. And if I got somebody to talk to and I got somebody to share my cooking content with, or if that's anybody that live out in the East Coast and they have a hard time with certain recipes and certain stuff, listen, I'm all about women empowerment. I'm all about pushing to success and goals. I just want to residual all the love and affection and anything that can help any individual grow from to keep going. And when I say residual, I'm saying I mean it for it to be something that I can start here and then I can show and teach somebody else and that they do the same and they always continue to make sure they do the same for the next people down the line. That is how you brand and build something that actually comes from the heart. Everything I do comes from the heart. But just remember, I got a heart and it hurts. It also hurts when I'm being mistreated and neglected. It hurts when it's not fair or it's something that was done to me and it was damaged. It hurt. I ain't no punk, I ain't no killer, but don't push me. I love all that can love me. I respect everyone who will respect me. It's all about one love over here. But because I am now witnessing, since I'm an 80s baby, I was born in 83. Since that was my year where I come from, and when I was growing up, what I was taught and what was shown to me, I know that. And those things at that time was how everything was supposed to be. There was not too much of a misunderstanding on, when your mom point a finger like this at you, you know what that mean. I come from that time when my auntie who raised me had for the time when she needed to put her foot in and she was disabled, but she had a switch from right here till right here. So that switch could reach from the seat I'm sitting in to over there. So if I did something wrong, whether it was cleaning the house, if your mom ever had a wood not stand with all the figurines and stuff in it with the glass windows and the cherry oak wood, put a 1 in the comments if you understand what that is and what you know what I'm talking about. But I had that type of auntie and mom. When you got disrespectful, if you thought you was gonna get disrespectful, you was getting your ass whooped. Excuse my French. But if you thought you was grown and you ain't want to do what somebody told you, you was getting your ass whooped. And so on and so on and so on. But because my auntie was handicapped and just like she whooped everybody behind and got everybody in check, whoever was there had to help her prep the food. Eventually, she had a nurse to come in, which called was Sad Healthcare. And the girl name was Shay. I'll never forget her. But anyway, my auntie, who was disabled, she took care of me. She raised me and everybody else. Her friends' kid. Like, my auntie was that chick, right? She not so much that chick now, but she know what she want to know. She remember what she want to know. But we're not talking about that. I'm just giving y'all a rundown that I am very well mannered. I know all the tricks and trades and the gifts and gaffs. I choose not to do it, but I know it. And the thing is even if I don't choose to do it and you in front of me and you running that game to me because I ain't giving you no response, don't mean that I don't know what the fuck is going on. And I had that a couple times too, but neither here or there. I just, like I said, you guys, I was coming on here trying to get used to this live. In a minute, it'll be an hour. So I heard as long as you get on here and take enough time to go live and stuff like that, everything will be good. Y'all, I'm on a mission. I'm trying to do something. I need some help and some support. And if I don't get that, y'all, then I ain't going to be where I need to be at. But I've been doing this for a good little minute. And like I said, I'm just not able to be whatever. So I'm making food tonight. I have a few orders out. And so far, I right now I'm about to get ready to get these I got cabbage and collard greens that I need to cook for a customer. I need to make a thing of cornbread for somebody. But so far, I got two orders. I got two orders halfway together. I got the candy yams. Y'all, they're a little bit chill now, but I already took care of them and prepped them and got them done. I'm going to just give you a little preview of what I got to what I'm doing and what I gotta finish doing to go along with the order. So right here we got meatballs. Those are sweet Italian mixed with ground beef, and I made those like I would do a meatloaf, kinda. These are the candy yams. I prepped these a little about an hour or two ago. They done cooled off. That's just the butter and all the greatness that's in them, y'all. There's another pan of candy yams. And I think this is another thing of meatballs. I have a couple of orders that I have a few orders that I am trying to get out, and I gotta have these done by tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, once I get these orders out, I'm going to finish on me and my husband, my family dinner. At first, I was not doing dinner, you guys. And the reason why I wasn't going to do dinner is because I was sad. You know, I lost my mom this time of year about 13 years ago, or 14 years. My mother died in 2012. And my father passed away about 5 years after that. So, yes, nevertheless, I am a motherless and fatherless child. But, you know, the devil and the enemy can be very tricky. If you let him steal your joy and pride, he'll just have it and you'll still be looking dumb and drained. But because I didn't allow him to have that, because I didn't allow the devil to steal my joy, I'm here live with you all right now. And because of that, it gave me courage to try to do a little bit more. And so if I can't do nothing but do a little bit more, I'm all right with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all, y'all. So again, that was my little slight introduction. I can go for some questions and answers. If anybody on here that care that much. I guess ain't nobody on here, but my whole goal is to be on here for 1 hour. Yeah. But the more I go live and the more I come and talk to you all, I want to get to know you. I want to, hey, it was nice to meet you. Hey. But I got to move on. Nah, seriously, y'all. I'm just stepping out of I'm really stepping out of my comfort zone. And so, this is just a new beginning of, hold on, y'all. 1 second. I got to get this door open. Come on, Rod. All right, anyways, y'all. I was saying that my whole purpose of going live tonight is because I want to get this thing jumping. I've been sitting back watching too many people come on here, do dumb shit, do stupid stuff, and they just be winning and shit. And like, in reality, I'm a whole silly goofball type chick, but I'm real serious. And it's like an unpredictable type of thing. I ain't trying to keep on talking about this huge stuff. I want to get some YouTube motherfucking money. I don't want to be like nobody while I'm here but me. But all I ask God to do is continue to give me strength to push out some food content. If I got anything else, I'll push it out too. But the reason why I chose food content because I can never go wrong with that. I'm good at food. It's a lot of food that I still want to learn how to do. I can't even really say that. It's a lot of stuff that I want to learn how to do involving food. But I ain't a dramatic person. I ain't a messy person. I don't, I might have my little whatever going on with me. I like to laugh. I like to talk shit. But I don't like to start shit. And I don't like none of that. I've been there, done that. I'm not there. I'm a newlywed young lady. And all I want to do is laugh and have fun. And because I sit back and I watch YouTube so much, I see a lot of people just like here having a good time, you know, content type stuff. But because I'm 17 years difference with my husband, and I think that age doesn't matter, but shit, man, my husband already, he's so serious. We've been together for almost 9 years. We just been married for 1 year. But what I do know about my husband is I could never ever prank him live. I would never ever be able to do anything that I laugh and we both look and laugh at, just without him knowing. I believe if I try to prank my husband, I would have to tell him I'm about to prank him. Because I feel like the prank stuff is really crazy. Like, I be wondering, do the people that be doing the pranks, I be wondering, do they tell each other that they gonna do the prank before they go live and stuff? Because that's a thing. And if we watch a TV and if the people doing that on TV that we watching before we watching YouTube movies and this and that and third, I just think that that's what the hell they be doing. Do y'all think that it's a prank if you told your spouse it's a prank? But I feel like it's all entertainment, so nobody really would never know. And that's the whole thing. So I feel like not to be caught up in a fake world of YouTube streets, because this shit is treacherous. You can get hey. What I am gonna say about YouTube, that's a fact. Everything I'm saying is what they say when they do uh allegedly. Everything I'm gonna say about any other body or whatever, it's all allegedly. But also what I'm saying about me is factual. But what I'm also gonna say is nothing that I do is intended to be offended towards anybody. Everything is for entertainment purposes only. And I really wanted my channel to only be on some fun type, prank type time, but it didn't turn out like that. For the most part, I've been making videos of me prepping food. And I also been kind of lost with it because, I know what I know and something of business and certain things in the world. But what I don't know is a lot of other stuff that got something to do with social media marketing, as if I had a brand, I need assistance with that type of stuff. Listen, let me back up, y'all. I'm just so anxious and fucking over. I'm overly anxious to get my introduction out the way. I realize that I missed a couple of things, but y'all don't judge me. Because like I said, I am just getting here, honey. I just got here. I wasn't just born. I just got here. And with me just getting here, nobody would give me a prep talk or show me people. I know people that deal with media, period. But you know, the game is to be sold, not told. And even if you have friends that you want to know certain stuff, but they're not going to tell you, you're going to either have to buy it from them or you're going to have to buy it from somebody else that's marketing and promoting the type of information that you're looking for. But what I am going to say is I'm new to it. So this is my first time being live. I might have said that already, y'all, but I'm trying to make sure I'm getting, most importantly, everything that I need to get out. I'm trying to make sure I'm saying it right now. Um, the more I go live, the more you guys will really get to know me and get used to me. I come in peace. I cater food. I got, so far right now, you know, I'm in the process of getting these orders done and prepped. And I got 2 people's orders right now, which is, I showed y'all already, but y'all don't judge me because they cool now. I'm just trying to make sure I get the main things done so that in the morning, I probably won't get no sleep because I got the collard greens and the cabbages. I'm going to take y'all downstairs with me so I can get that out. But right now, I got these 2 trays of candy yams. They are already ready. The only thing that people will have to do when they get home is like put everything in the oven and turn it on low so it can warm up. That's all. That's all the people need to do. So that's 2 items out the way along with these meatballs right here. And then those are my meatballs right there. But right here is my can of corn, my pan of cornbread. Cause y'all know I'm making those dark pieces, I'm taking them and throwing them out. Everything dark you see, I'm getting out of it. But this is for my can of dressing. This is my homemade dressing cornbread. Anything dark brown as far as the cornbread top that you see, that will be removed. I am not making my stuffing with those dark pieces. Some people do, but I just don't. I got OCD real bad. And sometimes when I got it real bad, it kick in real heavy, honey, and everything got to get the fuck out the way. But moving forward, I'm on I have my turkey downstairs. It's marinating. I already cooked my smoked turkey wings and turkey legs. I cooked that down and I pulled it off the bone pretty much. Cause half of that is going in, a third is going in the cabbage that I have an order to cook, and another third is going into the collard greens, and the other third is gonna go in my cornbread for my stuffing. And I already chopped up the red, green, and white. I did red peppers, green onions, and green peppers. I did this earlier too. That's already done. So earlier today, I really was pretty much getting all my stuff out the way because, like I said, I have, for a fact, I got 2 really big orders that's a catering size order that has to be out in the morning. And please, I just pushed out before I got back, before I left the house, I pushed out a couple of orders for a family. I didn't go live about it. Sometimes I be wanting to go live, but I don't. I just don't. It's just how I feel. But I got my turkey down here. I have turkey marinating. I shot it up all day. Y'all don't judge me. I'm downstairs in my basement the area that I'm in right now is like where I wash and stuff at. But over here is a bedroom. I'll take y'all over there in 1 second. But right now, I just want to get my want to see this turkey. See, listen, the stuff that's in here, that's my turkey right there. This is a box of collard greens. And I got cabbages I need to slice up. And right here is for my home, my candy yams that I prep for home. So I'm gonna do me and my husband food. Once I'm done with my business orders, getting them out the door, I'm gonna finish me and my husband food. And our food will be ready before dinner time tomorrow. So business first. At first I wasn't gonna cook because I'm a little damper Dan is what you can call it, because lost a lot of family around this time of the year. My mother got sick. She went in the hospital, never came back home, and etc. So we're not going to make that a big deal because I was already damper Dan earlier in the week and stuff, and God pulled me out of my illness, which is depression. So I'm grateful for that. Went out with my husband, had a few drinks, came back home. The stuff I got finished early today, I'm still not finished. Like I said, these are my 2 yam orders. And I got to get that. That's two separate people food halfway done. But once I get off this live, I usually will go live and do all this stuff while I'm busy. But I'm gonna turn this live off, turn my music back on, and I'm gonna get back active, and I'll see y'all tomorrow or whatever, some type of time like that. But I hope everybody like, subscribe, and share the video, and please don't forget to subscribe. I need what I need. I want what I want, but my needs and my wants is 2 different things, y'all. So y'all gonna come on out here, y'all. Y'all come on in, y'all. I am from Mobile, Alabama, and I live in the East Coast, and they all just real trippified off of the way I talk. So come on in, y'all. Y'all come on over here and enjoy this good sweet stuff over here on Chocolate Block Corner, okay? So all of my K babies and my cuisine eaters, all of my great food lovers, y'all come on over here and join this damn channel and help your sister get up out of poverty. Because we don't know what's going to happen. I ain't saying who I'm with and what side I'm on. I'm still keeping my damn hopes up and open. So like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to comment. You know what I'm talking about. It's your girl K, baby, all the way from the south to the east, baby. And we rock it from the south to the east, from the east to the south, and everywhere else in between and up and down around. So yeah, get with your girl. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Please don't forget that. Y'all come back and see me next time when I go live. I love y'all. Happy freaking holidays.